Hello and welcome to the Boxing Opinions YouTube channel. I'm Jack Price. You can follow me on Twitter at PriceyJ97 or on our boxing page at BoxingOpinions1. Today we're bringing you another exclusive interview with a young British superstar. This time it's Cruiserweight Chris Keane. Now, going into the weekend, just before Friday night, Chris Keane was an undefeated, fast-rising, up-and-coming heavyweight. Record of 10 wins, 0 losses with 5 knockouts. Unfortunately, on Friday night, on the undercard of Martin Geffin's world title eliminator in Walsall, he did suffer the first loss of his career, a knockout loss, the second round to the hands of Neil Dawson. But he remains upbeat about it. He knows it's just a little blip, a little slip at the beginning of his career. He's still young. He and his team around him, and I'm sure a lot of his fans, I myself and a lot of boxing experts know that true fighters can come back from something like this, and I'm sure he will. So yeah, take a look at the interview, because this guy is still definitely one to look out for in the Cruiserweight division. Still seems destined for big things and will be back very soon, I'm sure, bigger, better and stronger. So yeah, check out the interview. Thanks for listening, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Cheers. So I guess the thing we got to ask you about first is your fight of the weekend. The first loss of your career to Neil Dawson. Can you just quickly talk us through the fight and what you feel went wrong?
Basically, I just didn't turn up for the fight, really. Obviously, I got him hurt. I went in for the kill, inexperienced, got tagged myself on the temple. Obviously, we didn't get tagged in the temple, it was just caught me in the right sweet spot. Obviously, scrambled my senses. I tried to get up, but the rest of the squad still off.
Yeah.
It's one of them things, it happens, isn't it? So,
how do you plan on bouncing back from the loss? Will you look to return straight away, or maybe take a bit of time out and thinking of ways to improve and try and come back from it?
yeah, well, I'm obviously going to go on holiday and that, and then get back straight to training. Obviously, the season's pretty much over now anyway, so I won't have 4 seasons out, so I'll be back in September, hopefully.
And obviously this has happened to loads of fighters before. David Haye, Amir Khan, two big examples. Will you look at these guys for inspiration and like proof that you can come back from it?
Yeah, sometimes, you know what it is. Sometimes scripts get ripped up. Obviously, my script got ripped up. Obviously, I was going to go away and work out my mistakes and come back stronger. I mean, all boxers have done it, like you say, David Haye, Amir Khan, Lennox Lewis. It happens, obviously. It's not how you get knocked down, it's how you come back, isn't it? So,
yeah.
I'll be back.
So we won't keep talking about Neil Dawson, but just quickly, obviously now he's got 2 big upset knockout wins over yourself and Tony Conquest. Do you think he can...
I wish him all the best. Obviously, he tagged me, caught Conquest. Obviously, hopefully we'll meet in the long run.
Yeah.
Down the line, so I wish him all the best.
And I still want to talk about your 3rd round stoppage victory over Shane McPhilbin back in January, because obviously that's a very, very good win. First man to stop him as a professional, the only man to stop him. Do you think this shows that you can hit very hard yourself as well as being a technical boxer?
Yeah, obviously, when you're over 13 off stone, everyone's got a punch. No matter how this isn't a punch out. Believe me, if you get tagged in the right spot, no matter who you are, you're going to go down. And everyone's got power at this way. So it's just one of them things, isn't it? You get tagged, you go down. You tag someone down, you go down. Just who gets off first, isn't it?
Yeah. Martin Geffin from your town in Walsall, he also suffered a big loss on the show in the main event. Did you see the fight? And if so, what were your thoughts on Martin's performance?
Do you know what? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched the show back, but I heard that it was just one of the things. It was just a bad night for Walsall boxers, I think, on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I watch it, and then you can ask that question again, I'll give you my opinion, but I haven't seen it yet, to be honest.
I take it that your aims and ambitions in the sport are still the same. You're only young, 27 years old. Do you still believe
26.
you... Oh, 26, sorry.
They always get my age wrong for some reason. I don't know why. I'm 26.
I think it says 27 on BoxRec. I think that's why.
Yeah, nah, my age is wrong then. Nah. I'm 26.
Ah, okay. Do you still believe you can win British, European, and maybe even world honours?
Yeah, well, I'm still quite young. I'm really inexperienced with it. I only have 17 amateur fights, to be honest, as well.
Yeah.
I'm still learning every day. I'll come back bigger and stronger, so we'll see what happens in the future. Well, I'll be back, definitely, 100%.
What are your thoughts on the current Cruiserweight division? Because it seems to be getting stronger and stronger all the time. Who do you think are the main guys to look out for in Britain and worldwide?
Well, obviously, worldwide, obviously, like Hook and Afalabi and people like that.
Yeah.
It's a good division to be in at the minute. It's like, especially in Britain, obviously, you got a lot of people coming up. You know what I mean? It's only one fight, obviously. Look, I got stepped on Friday, Neil Dawson's up for the British and stuff.
Yeah.
I can come back, fight someone in the thing, and I could be straight back up there. So it's a wide open division, and it's a good division to be in at the minute, so
yeah.
Looking forward to the future fight.
Now we just got a few questions for some of our followers on Twitter. First up, who is your favourite current fighter and also your favourite fighter of all time?
Obviously, all time has to be probably Ali, I would say. Ali, Tyson, them kind of people.
Yeah.
Current fighter, obviously has to be someone like Mayweather, I suppose.
Yeah.
His hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
For the sport, so yeah.
Do you want to do the same as David Haye, win titles at Cruiserweight and then step up to heavyweight? And do you feel you're big enough to maybe fight at heavyweight?
I'll just take one fight at a time, one day at a time. Obviously, I want to get to the top in the Cruiserweight division first. Obviously, if I can do that, touch what I can. And then we'll see what happens. If I can move up, I'll move up. If not, then I'll just stay at Cruiser.
Yeah.
But I would like to move up because it would be nice, wouldn't it? Two-weight world champion.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, if you were offered a rematch with Neil Dawson in the next few months, would you take it?
Oh, yeah, of course I would. Of course I would.
And
I would definitely take it, yeah. I never back down from a fight, ever. So,
yeah.
I'll fight whoever, so it doesn't matter to me.
And last up, what's your prediction for Marco Huck versus Ola Afolabi this weekend, their third fight?
I don't know. I'd like Afolabi to win, obviously, because he's British, isn't he?
Yeah.
But we'll have to see on the night. It's like who turns up on the night, isn't it? It's all on the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'll be watching it, so good luck to Afolabi.
Yeah. So there you go, another top interview from another top fighter. If you want to follow Chris and follow his boxing career, you can find him on Twitter at Chris Keane Boxer. Also his manager and trainer, the guy who actually got me in touch for this interview. I'd like to say thanks to him, Dean Edwards, that's at Boxing Cutsman on Twitter. If you want to get involved with our future interviews, then you can follow us, like I said, at PriceyJ97, but mainly at BoxingOpinions1. Every time I have an interview, I'll post who it's going to be with, and then you tweet me the questions and I read their questions out to the fighters. That's how it goes. I want the fans to get involved with it. So like I said, follow Chris Keane, follow his manager, follow us, and we look forward to bringing you even more boxing interviews in the future. Thanks for listening.